What if I told you that the life you imagine after 70, the one filled with quiet mornings and peaceful hobbies, is only half the story? The truth is, the years following your seventh decade are not just a peaceful stage, but a profound and often challenging journey. This period, while incredibly precious, also comes with a set of honest, undeniable truths that can catch us off guard if we aren't prepared. The key to not just surviving, but truly thriving isn't about avoiding these realities. It's about seeing them for what they are and preparing with wisdom and strength. Hello, my dear friends, and welcome to our community. If you're joining me for the first time, I am so grateful to have you here. Please consider subscribing to our channel and tapping that bell icon. This is a safe space where we navigate the beautiful complexities of aging together, with grace and without fear. Now, let's explore these truths together. Number 1, the gentle dimming of a lifetime of senses. Imagine the world as a masterpiece painted with vibrant colors and rich sounds. One of the first profound realities that arrives, often without a dramatic announcement, is the subtle fading of the senses that have served as our connection to this masterpiece for decades. A once clear melody begins to sound a little muffled. The voice of a loved one in a busy restaurant becomes a whisper lost in the noise. Reading the fine print on a new book or a menu under dim lighting can feel like a frustrating puzzle. This isn't a flaw or a failure on your part. It's the natural, inevitable wear on the exquisite, delicate systems that have worked so tirelessly to bring the world to you. The impact of this reality, however, is far greater than many expect. When you can no longer hear well, you may instinctively begin to withdraw from social gatherings because the constant effort of asking for repetition and filling in the blanks is simply exhausting. When your vision begins to blur, you might hesitate to drive after dusk, shy away from evening outings, and find that everyday tasks feel laden with a new kind of risk. Let me tell you about Eleanor, a woman in her late 70s who had a deep, lifelong passion for her weekly book club. As her vision slowly deteriorated, she began to feel isolated, no longer able to read the small print novels everyone else was discussing. Her world grew smaller, not because she wanted it to, but because her senses were gradually pushing her toward its edges. But there is so much power in proactive preparation. Regular eye exams and a conversation with your doctor can make a world of difference. At home, simple but effective tools like brighter cast lighting, using large print labels on everything from medicine bottles to food containers, and even high-contrast markings on stairs can reduce strain and prevent accidents. For your hearing, a checkup, simple amplifiers for the television, using captions on all your devices, or exploring sleek, modern hearing aids can open doors you once thought were closed for good. Acknowledging this reality early is not a sign of giving in, it's an act of deep wisdom. When you protect your senses, you are fiercely protecting your safety, your conversations, and the vibrant connections that make this stage of life worth living. Number 2, the new rhythms of family life. Another powerful reality many face is the beautiful yet sometimes unsettling transformation of family relationships. The roles you once held as the family's bedrock, the financial provider, or the trusted decision maker begin to gently shift. Your adult children, who once looked to you for every answer, may now, with the best of intentions, try to manage your decisions or offer unsolicited advice. Your grandchildren, who were once small children on your knee, are now young adults with careers in their own families, their lives moving at a speed that leaves less time for spontaneous visits. Even cherished holiday gatherings may become smaller or less frequent as families spread out or their priorities evolve. This can create a poignant mix of pride and loneliness. Pride that your family has grown strong and independent, and a quiet sense of loneliness as your central role in their daily lives gracefully fades. But the truth is, family bonds don't vanish, they simply evolve. Accepting this new reality requires immense courage, but it also opens up exciting new ways to connect. You can adapt by engaging in a way that fits today's rhythm. This might mean making short, meaningful phone calls a routine, planning regular video chats, or perhaps arranging smaller, more intimate gatherings. You can also find a new sense of purpose in your evolving role by maybe becoming the family historian, writing down cherished stories, or simply offering a quiet, steady source of encouragement from the sidelines. While changing family dynamics can sting, they can also serve as a beautiful reminder of the incredible legacy you have built. By embracing this flexibility, you can continue to shape those relationships with wisdom and love, even if the music is no longer the same song. Now, let's continue this vital conversation. Number 3, the unpredictability of health. As the years pass after 70, health becomes a constant companion, shaping daily life in ways that can no longer be ignored. The occasional aches and pains we once brushed off are often replaced by chronic conditions like arthritis, high blood pressure, or heart disease. Even something as simple as climbing stairs or carrying groceries may leave you feeling breathless and exhausted. This is not a personal failure. It's the natural aging of the body's internal systems. Muscles shrink, bones lose density, and our immune systems weaken, leaving us more vulnerable to both the minor and major challenges of life. Consider Arthur, a man who turned 82 last year and had always prided himself on his physical strength. He loved gardening and taking long, brisk walks, but after a sudden, unexpected bout of pneumonia, he realized how fragile his body had become. His recovery was long and draining, and now even a simple task like pulling weeds leaves him feeling completely spent. The most difficult part isn't just the illness itself, it's the unpredictability. One day you feel vibrant and steady, and the next you're overwhelmed by a fatigue that seems to come out of nowhere. This uncertainty can create a quiet but constant undercurrent of fear and frustration. However, a decline in health does not mean the end of a rich and meaningful life. Medical experts consistently emphasize that small, consistent steps can dramatically slow this process. Gentle, intentional movement like stretching or walking, balanced meals, and diligently keeping up with your medical checkups can empower you with a renewed sense of control. This is not about chasing the body you had at 40. It's about fiercely protecting the strength and vitality you still possess. Acknowledging these changes is not a sign of weakness. It's the first courageous step in preserving your dignity and ensuring you can enjoy the years ahead with as much energy and joy as possible. Number 4, the weight of financial realities. Money takes on a profoundly different weight after 70. For many, the regular paycheck is stopped, and they must now rely on a fixed income from savings, pensions, or Social Security. While some are prepared and manage comfortably, others quickly realize that what once seemed sufficient can shrink under immense pressure. Rising medical costs, unexpected home repairs, or even the desire to help adult children or grandchildren can quickly drain a savings account. Inflation only adds to this silent stress, making everyday necessities like groceries, utilities, and prescription medications more expensive with each passing year. Take the example of Susan, a 76-year-old widow who had worked and saved her entire life. She owned her home outright and believed she was financially secure. But when she was diagnosed with diabetes, the costs of medication, frequent doctor visits, and a special diet began draining her savings far faster than she had ever imagined. Suddenly, the security she had counted on felt fragile and unreliable. Many seniors face these painful, lonely choices. Should I dip into my emergency savings now or risk not having enough later? Should I turn the heat down this winter or reduce how often I buy fresh produce? These questions carry an emotional toll just as heavy as the financial one. Yet, with the right guidance, there are ways to gracefully ease this burden. Seeking help from programs that assist with healthcare, taking advantage of senior discounts, or working with a financial advisor who specializes in retirement planning can all help you stretch your resources. More importantly, it allows you to regain a sense of control and focus on what truly matters, spending your time with family, enjoying your daily life, and protecting your peace of mind. My dear friends, if you are still with me and finding these insights valuable, I would love for you to comment number 4 below to let me know you're here. Your continued support helps us to continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. And if you haven't yet, please remember to subscribe to Silver and Smart and turn on the bell icon so you don't miss any of our transformative videos. Now, let's continue this vital conversation.
Number 5, the body's new limitations. One of the most challenging realities to accept after 70 is the subtle but undeniable way your body no longer obeys as it once did. Simple tasks such as climbing a flight of stairs, carrying a bag of groceries, or even bending down to tie your shoes can suddenly feel like insurmountable obstacles. Muscle strength naturally declines with age, and joints often become stiff from years of use or the onset of arthritis. Even your balance becomes more fragile, raising the very real risk of falls that can, in a single moment, change your independence. Consider the story of James, an 82-year-old who once prided himself on his self-sufficiency. He mowed his own lawn and took care of all the repairs around his house. But these days, the lawnmower feels too heavy to push, and the ladder he once climbed with ease now seems too risky to even consider. He often feels a deep sense of frustration, not only because he can no longer do what he once did, but also because he fears becoming a burden to his children. This quiet sense of loss weighs heavily on many seniors and can slowly chip away at confidence and dignity. Yet, while physical decline is a very real reality, it is not an absolute. Gentle but consistent exercise, such as chair yoga, using resistance bands, or light swimming, can beautifully preserve strength, improve mobility, and even ease chronic pain. Mobility aids like walkers or supportive shoes can make daily life infinitely safer and more manageable. More importantly, recognizing these limitations does not mean surrendering your independence. It means adapting wisely so that you can continue to live with confidence and grace. Aging brings change to the body, but the spirit of resilience and resourcefulness can remain strong if nurtured with the right habits and a positive mindset. Number 6, the shadow of loneliness. Another brutal reality that can quietly cast a long shadow after 70 is the creeping feeling of loneliness and isolation. Friends may pass away. Family members become increasingly busy with their own lives, and the social circles that once kept you connected and vibrant may grow smaller. For many seniors, the days can begin to feel long and empty, especially when there is no one to share meals with, no one to tell a good story to, and no one to even share small daily frustrations with. Studies have consistently shown that isolation in older age is far more than just an emotional struggle. It can physically increase the risk of depression, accelerate memory decline, and even contribute to serious heart problems. Consider Martha, an 78-year-old widow who once hosted lively family dinners every single Sunday. Now, the phone calls from her children come less often, and visits are spaced far apart. She fills her afternoons watching television, but deep down, she misses the warmth of voices and the sound of laughter in her home. This quiet emptiness can feel far heavier than any physical ailment. But there are beautiful, life-giving ways to fight back. Actively joining local senior groups, volunteering for a cause you care about, or learning to use technology to video call family can help you rebuild a powerful sense of connection. Even small routines like greeting a neighbor during a morning walk or joining a community class can breathe life and purpose back into your day. Now let's explore our final, often surprising truths. Number 7, the redefinition of independence. One of the hardest truths about life after 70 is the gradual redefinition of independence. The freedom to drive wherever you want, to cook whenever you like, or to handle your own daily task without ever asking for help may begin to subtly slip away. For many, this loss is not just physical, it is a deeply emotional experience. The reason is simple. As vision weakens, reflexes slow, and health risks rise, certain activities that once symbolized absolute freedom may become unsafe. Driving at night can feel frightening and risky. Climbing a ladder can turn dangerous in an instant. And managing complex financial matters may begin to cause overwhelming stress. Take the story of Linda, a 78-year-old widow who once prided herself on her complete self-sufficiency. She drove her own car, balanced her own budget, and kept her home spotless. But after one small, unexplainable accident in the kitchen left her with a broken wrist, she found herself unable to cook or clean for weeks. Suddenly, her daughter had to buy her groceries, and a neighbor had to drive her to appointments. This abrupt shift left her feeling vulnerable and even a deep sense of embarrassment, even though the accident was not her fault. This kind of transition can make you question your very identity, because independence is tied so closely to dignity. Yet, acknowledging this reality is not about giving up. It's about adjusting with profound wisdom. Instead of fighting every change, you can plan ahead by creating a support system, setting up a meal delivery service, sharing household responsibilities with family, or learning new technologies that help you manage tasks remotely. Independence may look different after 70, but it does not disappear completely. It simply requires a new, more graceful definition, one that is built on collaboration, safety, and a quiet acceptance of a new chapter.
Number 8, the discovery of a new purpose. Beyond the physical and financial struggles, one of the most painful and often unspoken realities after 70 can be the quiet loss of purpose. When careers end, when children move away, and when familiar roles shift, many seniors find themselves asking a profound question: what now? The routines and responsibilities that once gave life a powerful structure may suddenly be gone, leaving behind long days that can feel empty and directionless. For example, Margaret, age 77, shared that after retiring from her teaching job, she felt an overwhelming sense of drift. The daily rhythm, the classroom chatter, the powerful sense of being needed by her students, it all disappeared. And with it came a quiet ache that no amount of television or idle time could fill. This absence of purpose can fuel loneliness, depression, and can even accelerate cognitive decline. Yet, my friends, purpose is not something that is exclusively reserved for youth or for our working years. It can be beautifully redefined at any age. Seniors can find immense meaning in volunteering for a cause they believe in, mentoring younger generations, creating art, nurturing a vibrant garden, or simply being a steady, loving presence in the lives of their loved ones. Studies consistently show that older adults who feel they are still contributing to others enjoy better mental health and even live longer, more fulfilled lives. The reality may be harsh, but the opportunity to rediscover purpose is incredibly powerful. After all, life after 70 is not an ending. It is a brand new chapter, waiting patiently to be written with intention, passion, and heart. Final thoughts. Life after 70 is not always easy, and the honest realities we have just explored, the quiet fading of our senses, the evolving family dynamics, the unpredictability of health, financial realities, the loss of physical capability, the shadow of loneliness, the redefinition of independence, and the struggle to find new purpose are challenges that many older adults quietly and courageously endure. But facing these truths is not about surrendering. It is about a powerful act of reclaiming control. Each reality, while difficult, also holds a profound invitation. An invitation to take your health seriously, to intentionally nurture the relationships that matter, to manage your resources wisely, to ask for help when you truly need it, and to gracefully carve out new sources of meaning in your daily life. These conscious choices can help turn hardship into resilience, fear into strength, and loneliness into a vibrant sense of community. Remember, aging is not a punishment. It is a profound privilege that not everyone is given. By acknowledging the hard truths, you can prepare yourself mentally, emotionally, and physically to meet them head on. And when you do, life after 70 can still be incredibly rich, fulfilling, and filled with a profound sense of dignity. Thank you, my dear friends, for joining me on this important journey today. I'd love to hear from you. Please leave a comment below and share just one thing you learned from this video and how you truly plan to use it in your life. Your thoughts are so incredibly important to us, so please don't hesitate to share them. Reading your comments gives us immense motivation and encouragement to continue this vital work. If you genuinely enjoyed this video and found it helpful and inspiring, please give it a warm thumbs up. And if you haven't already, please remember to subscribe to Silver and Smart and share this video with anyone you think might benefit. Your support truly helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you all. Thanks for watching, and we look forward to sharing more insights with you in the next video.